I really don't think I'm going to be able to avoid 1996 next year, but this year, man, we just kept putting it off. And you know what? Let's do 2003 tonight. SummerSlam 2003. I don't remember much about this show. I know it's Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle, and I know that crazy Elimination Chamber match is in the main event where Triple H wins. Don't remember much about this one other than that, though, and you guys have suggested this one several times in the past. So what better night to do it than tonight? SummerSlam 2003. I'm sorry for the late link on this. I did not put this up until like last night because I wasn't quite sure what my plans were for today, but once I realized I would have time to do our classic Sunday night watch along, stuck the link up, settled on SummerSlam 2003, which means we still have 95, 96, and 97 to get to at some point in the future, probably next year. But we're busting out some of these 2000s now, and we've done a lot of SummerSlams, and I think we got 4 done this season, and we could technically do one more next week. We might have to because I'm not sure what else to do. So we might stick another SummerSlam on next Sunday. We'll talk about that as we go through here. Happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you guys are having a great Sunday and a great weekend. Thanks to everyone who was here yesterday for the podcast. That was a lot of fun. Plan for tomorrow is to do a Raw review, although I have a dentist appointment and I might be in pain. I'm not sure yet. Not sure what they're going to do to me yet. So I'm going to plan for a Raw review. If anything happens and I don't do it, I'll let you guys know. But we're in the middle of our normal 3 straight days of streaming here on the channel, and welcome to everyone. So hopefully you guys are having a good one. I'll say hello to the chat here in just a second and acknowledge all of my peeps in there, and we will get Peacock pulled up on the meantime for SummerSlam. Let me just do a sound check here. All right, we're looking good. Peacock has the runtime for SummerSlam 2003 at 2 hours, 44 minutes, and 6 seconds. It's going to be Season 16, Episode 1, so you guys can go on over to Peacock and find that and get yourselves all queued up here before we get going. I want to say hello to, if I can find my chat, there you are. Let me see. Tatanani is in here. What's up? Trayvon Williams, good to see you. Mike Rouse, we got We Are Pro Wrestling in here. Anyone remember to bring their bicycle shorts? Yes, I like mine skin tight, and that's what I'm wearing right now. We got Ray Frand, I got you right. Good to see you, man. Ben Espinosa's in the house. We got channel members Brandon McNeil, Reese Jones, and Garrett Osborne saying hello. Demand should have become the champ. Yeah, I love watching Goldberg lose, even when he should win. Goldberg should have won that match that night, but he did not, and it still makes me happy. Reese, always good to see you. Yeah, it's crazy why they didn't have him win the title here. He was all set up to do it. Wild stuff. Brandon McNeil's here as well. Good to see you. George Morris, appreciate the $5 from you, my friend, every week. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito? SummerSlam 03, 0 out of 10. You didn't like this one. Should Dark Side of the Ring, 6 episodes on Sunny and Season 6 episodes on Sunny and Buck Zumhofe. How dark is Zumhofe? Zumhofe is, I know, got dark at the end. You know, he was jailed for doing some sketchy shit. Sunny, of course, is a no-brainer. But Buck Zumhofe wasn't really a big star. I mean, he was a mediocre, moderate star in AEWA. Other than that, jobber everywhere else. So I don't. You still could do one on him, I suppose, but his. I'd rather just ignore the guy if it was up to me. But yeah, I'm ready for the next season. I always am. Zach Pauget's here. Good to see you. Who else? Rodrigo's in the house. We have Gilbert Arbalo, Mohammed. Daniel Berry Sports, I think I got you, but just in case, there's a second shout out for you. Channel members MJ Parker and Isaac in the house as well. We got Serge here, Daniel Clark. All sports are scripted. We got Angie Law and T85 in here. Seb 141. Let me see. Who else? Nexus CW. We got Jose Lopez, I see. Right on. Hopefully, Domo 97. Almost missed you, channel member. Good to see everyone here. Hopefully, while I've been saying hello to everybody, you've gone over to Peacock, pulled up SummerSlam, Season 16, Episode 1, 2 hours, 44 minutes, and a 6-second runtime. We're going to hit play together here in just a second. Timer right below me will begin to run. Sync your Peacock to my timer. That's how we follow along here. And as usual, on Sundays, I have turned off ads for this video. So this will be a commercial-free stream on my end, depending on what kind of Peacock subscription you have, you might get some ads over there. And that's pretty much the deal, how we do things here on Sunday nights. Also good to see my boy Barry in the house. I remember they at first had Triple H versus Goldberg being the main event, but after the brawl, they just turned it into a chamber match. Yeah, I kind of forgot how this came about. It felt like it was going to be Goldberg and Triple H, but I also know Triple H was kind of injured at the time. And I don't recall in storyline or on TV how they got to the Chamber main event. I don't really remember. I'm sure they will let us know in the video package here tonight. JJ Leg and the Juliet is here. All right. Well, it is a party up in here. Looks like we got most of our friends in here now that we got nearly 70 people watching this. Let's go ahead and hit play together here on SummerSlam 2003. I just got to cue up my fingers because I got to do the timer at the same time that I do the play button. You guys just got one thing to hit. And I think I am ready on my end. Y'all ready? Mike Witt, good to see you. Tito is great. Look, he's here. Hey, buddy. Say hello. He's gonna watch SummerSlam 2003 with us. Tito is a big Sable fan. He loves her. He never shuts up about her. So he'll watch that with us tonight. Okay, well, we're gonna do a 3, 2, 1 play. All right. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. All right. Hey, Daniel Clark, that's a good suggestion. Heat Wave 98 or 99. All right. I didn't even know. Is this SummerSlam is in Phoenix, I guess? They got a color guard here. All right, Lillian is doing the anthem. Lillian's looking awesome as always. All right, while America's theme song is playing, I'm going to crack open my Frosty here, because that's an American thing to do, crack open a beer during the anthem. Cheers, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy classic watch-along day. One of my favorite days of the week. What's interesting, yeah, We Are Pro Wrestling pointing out that Triple H had a groin injury, which is why he was wearing these bicycle shorts. And I thought one of the craziest changes in physiques is what Triple H went through in 2003. Think about the beginning of the year. In 2003, he was doing those pose downs, remember, with Scott Steiner? And like the shape that Triple H was in, he still had that 2002 body lingering in 2003. And then after WrestleMania 19, I feel like he was still in great shape for that match with Booker T. It all went downhill. I mean, he lost all his definition, all of his muscles. I guess that's due to the injury and him not being able to work out or him being off the gas. Whatever it was, I remember around this time being like, what is wrong with him? He doesn't look right. He doesn't look like himself. He looks fat, and I was just blown away by how terrible physically Triple H looked. Sounds like some of that wasn't his fault, but when you look at the shape he was in at the Royal Rumble and No Way Out in WrestleMania, compared to here, SummerSlam, and then the next month at Unforgiven when he would drop the title to Goldberg, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, Lillian belting out that final verse. America. I'm telling you, if they just played the Team America song before every sporting event, that I would appreciate. I'd stand for that. All right, yeah. America number 1. All right, SummerSlam video package. Let's see if we get a network edit on any of this music. You guys are going to have to let me know if this is the original. Oh, hi there. What's your name? Freddy vs. Jason, An American Wedding came out in 2003. Of all the American Pies, American Wedding was a little bit of a letdown because not all the cast returned. But I loved when Jim blew his pubes into the wedding cake. That was hilarious. Fucking cracked me up. Jim. I actually did like American Reunion when that came out. I went to the movie theater to see it. It was ridiculous and stupid, of course, like all those movies are, but I liked it. I still thought it was good. Oh, that's right. What do we got here? Is this Shane and Bischoff? Also, We Are Pro Wrestling. You can answer this for me. Does this take place on Vince McMahon's birthday? Is this the SummerSlam where after the event, I think they had a little party for Vince in the ring, I think. Right? I think so. It's got to be this one because I've seen pictures of it with Kevin Nash with the short blonde hair. And help me out, Nash losing the hair was due to his movie role in The Punisher, right? But he lost the hair in a hair match to Jericho, right? Was that on Raw or was that on a pay-per-view? Refresh Greg's memory. And now, Raw and SmackDown. That's what I tried to emulate on my Winged Eagle podcast. And now, good mic work and Greg Morgan. Same type of thing. I don't like the SummerSlam song at all. This is probably not it. It's probably some rock band that they've dubbed here. That could be could be the real one. Hair match was on Raw. Gotcha. I couldn't remember when it happened. I kind of remember the match, and I remember Jericho winning, but I didn't remember the setting. Ooh, they're in Phoenix. Next time WrestleMania hits Phoenix, I will go. I am not far at all from Phoenix out here in San Diego. That fucking chamber. So what is this? This is Elimination Chamber number 2, right? Michael Cole, Itaz. I'm Taz. I was born ready. I'm Taz. Hugo and Carlos. Carlos out here looking like a mob boss. Don't cross Hugo. He's got people. All right, Dudleys are on the way. I don't even know what these I didn't even look at the card. Didn't even look at the card before I decided to do this one. I'm like, we have not done 2002 yet. We've done 2000, 01, 02, 04, 05, and 06. So all that's left of those little chunk in the 90s. Now we're going beyond like 07 and 08. We could watch those, but I don't really have too much interest in them. Maybe 2008, because that's the Shawn Michaels Jericho thing, right? Where Jericho punches his wife. But there's probably only 4 SummerSlams left that we haven't watched yet that I would consider watchable. What are we going to do in 2 years? Circle back, start watching them all again? Next year we'll be all right. We'll do 95, 96, 97, and we'll do like maybe 2007 next year. But then the year after that, we're going to have to watch Bash at Berlin's. Oh, they draw. Okay, so it's going to be La Resistance against the Dudleys. So Robert Conway is... Oh, there's Robert Conway. He's just about to start. This alleged serviceman, look at him. Is he going to turn on him? Oh, La Resistance. I had trouble getting behind like new teams back then around these days, like La Resistance. Like they were okay and stuff, but it was like I was still in that Attitude Era hangover, you know? To me, even though looking back now, all this can look pretty good, at the time I was thinking like, man, the business is struggling, you know, just because I wasn't super invested. I was only like medium invested. This Dudleys and La Resistance match just doesn't give you the same vibes as Heart Foundation and Demolition, you know? Juliet, howdy! Thank you for the 2 spot. I remember the night it was when Hogan and The Rock faced, right? And they had the other one, Sylvain Grenier or whatever, as the referee that night. And you knew they gave it away because you knew that ref was going to be in the finish because it was the first time we'd ever see him. He's a brand new referee and he's jacked. And I'm like, well, he's clearly not a referee. So I remember that night them really telegraphing. I don't remember the finish they did. I just remember he was involved in it. Rene Dupree, I believe, around this time, right, was stupidly young. I think he got bullied pretty hard in the locker room, I think. All right, Juliet, you're gifting out some memberships again. Can't tell who you've hooked up. You've hooked up somebody. Mike Rouse. Hooked up. Yo, Mike Witt, thanks for the 5. Welcome back. September, we could watch SmackDown 2 days after 9/11. That's true. Survivor Series 87. Yeah, we probably need to get to 87 for sure. We'll be doing that this year for Survivor Series. AJ, Rene Dupree's dance. He did the little thing side by side, or side to side. Well, is Conway going to get involved here? I mean, eventually they phased Grenier out of the group, right? And then it was just Dupree and Conway? To me, in WWE, peak Dudleys was 2000 through 2002, 2 years. Like 03 and beyond was just like okay to me with them. Like I was really into them when they first got there. I thought they had a great year 2000, pretty fun 2001. And then once they got into 02 and they were on their third theme music change, and I don't know, I was just feeling like the Dudley magic was a little lost. Camouflage was gone, you know. Oh, I hate it. Even in WWE, Nick Patrick still does his shitty count. He's the worst. He's the worst. Oh. I'm trying to bite this gummy in half because if I eat the whole thing, I'm going to start talking gibberish over here. I don't know how old the other one is. I mean, Rene Dupree's super young, but none of these guys stuck around the business, did they? How long were they here? I mean, I know they didn't all come together and leave together, but I feel like the original Loud Resistance and Conway, how long did they stick around in the company? I feel like none of them could have been there more than 5 years. Rene Dupree, people are wondering if he is Max Dupree's cousin. The answer is yes. The team ends in 2005. All right. Because I feel like Conway still hung around, or some of them did. Jose Lopez, I might be your uncle. I wouldn't rule it out. I got around back in the day. I'm only an uncle to one person. I have one niece. I saw her today, actually. She's 8. She just got braces. I didn't get braces until I was like 16. Now they're putting them on kids. I told her, I was like, don't kiss a boy with braces or you'll get stuck. And she thought I was serious, because I was. She looked at her mom for confirmation, but she looked at my sister like, is that true? No, Uncle Greg's just messing with you. There's, God, Devon. Deceptively agile. He could fly when he wanted to, you know? Oh my God, Nick Patrick, you and your counts. That was what made me the most mad about the WCW buyout, is that they gave Nick Patrick a job. Too bad. I have no idea if the Dudleys win the title here or not. I think maybe no. Especially with a third man of the group recently being added. Oh, we're still doing a what's up. Were those commercials still on in 2003? That's not that high risk, JR. Oh, 3D right there. He couldn't even get the tables. No, it's not, definitely not over. Look at the way he's covering them. Yep. Oh, Nick Patrick pulled out. Oh, there's Conway, cameraman. Ha! I like that. Yeah, he was out there the whole time. Nobody saw him. I like the fans pointing. It was him, man. Oh, there he is. I like that they're acting like they don't know who this is. Didn't you see Raw on Monday? Saw that third guy come out? It's him, man. In a wig. That phony service member. And La Resistance, too, was a good team, because I think another reason why that team was formed is around this time in 03, right? That's when the conservatives invented cancel culture. They got all pissed off at the Dixie Chicks, and they got all pissed off at French fries, started calling them freedom fries, and anything that was French was bad, you know? And so this really helped, you know? Having these two French fuckers out there dancing around in their berets and stuff. Perfect for the time, man. Yeah. Now a three-man team. I didn't know what to make of that when he joined him. First thing I thought of was Freebird. So I'm like, are they going to be allowed to do the title thing? Oh, coach, F off. Coach didn't say he didn't like America. Why are we getting a post-match promo from the losers? Oh, I'd hate to be that close to him when he's screaming. Say it, don't spray it. I want the news, not the weather. Oh, Bischoff, your little punchy kicks. Man, I could kick your ass, Bischoff. 100%. And I don't even fight people. I know I could kill him. Hey, look, it's Christian, our Intercontinental Champion. Funny performance last night on Collision. Our Intercontinental Champion. He gets something in his head to be so stubborn you can't talk to Stone Cold. You know something, he's jealous of me and my connection with the peeps. I should have known he had something to do with it. I should have known. He's training. He's training for Shane. Christian, you got to get out of here. He's got to do his karate kicks. You're the best around. Nothing's going to ever keep you down.
Trust me, Christian. I've got a backup plan already in position. Now, please,
Christian is just itching to do some work tonight. How old was Nick Wayne? Wasn't even born. Nick Wayne was not born, right? There's a man in this man's faction that was not born when this show happened. That's nuts.
But in your case, I'm going to make an exception. In fact, I'm going to tell the whole world. Just a little while, I'm going to walk out to the ring and I'm going to tell everybody just what happened.
No, Eric, you sleazy going after the McMahon women. Oh, nice little elbow.
I really don't want to know the details. No, I don't either. I don't want to know if Bischoff sealed the deal or closed the deal. When the McMahon injured, another McMahon injured.
Freedom toast, too. Dang, I can't forget about the freedom toast. That's why I laugh. I'm like, don't get mad at cancel culture. You're the one that invented it. Look in the mirror, bitch. Y'all started it. Oh, I thought that was Zach Gowen. That's Brian Hebner. Oh, A-Train. God, he's so hairy. Sable and Stephanie. My goodness. Oh, Lord. Cena. Cena is not here yet. He hasn't happened yet. God, tell me we're not having an A-Train and... Didn't Undertaker work with A-Train and Big Show at WrestleMania? This is still going on? Why is this still going on? How in the world did an Undertaker issue with A-Train last from WrestleMania to SummerSlam? Oh, this song, I don't like it. God, can we... And I can't allow for this song to play. Oh, my God. This is probably not the song he came out to that night. I feel like I can tell. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. It might be. I don't remember. All I know is this is the worst Undertaker song. It's so bad. You're gonna pay. It's so bad. It's so bad. This song is so bad. It's one of the worst WWE themes in all of WWE history. And Undertaker came out and do it for like a year. Yeah, I thought it was dubbed at first, but then, yeah, Barry, you're right. I started thinking about it, and I'm like, no, that timeline adds up. This is probably what he used. But, like, does he walk around being like, yeah, this song is badass. People are going to hear this and know they're real game changers coming to the ring or something. Like, what the hell? It's so awful. Mike Witt, what'd you say? You got 5 more. And speaking of a diehard AWA fan, Buck Zumoff doesn't deserve a dark side of the ring. Terrible wrestler, even worse human. Greg Gagne. Why would Greg Gagne need a dark side of the ring? There's nothing too dark about him. He's a normal Minnesota dude. Pretty fucking typical guy, I think. Who's with him? Who's with A-Train? I can't tell. Oh, is that Sable? Oh. Hey, you know what? You actually look pretty good there, Sable. Oh, she gave A-Train a key? That's gross. A-Train just looks like he smells. You know? Like, you don't want to go into the bathroom after him. Oh, he's exposing the ribs already. Vegans hate this theme song. I'm not a vegan. I eat all sorts of meat, Alex, and I hate this theme song too. Vegetarians and meat eaters and vegans unite. This song sucks. Like, who listens to it and, like, bops their head like, yeah, this is good? What kind of sick bastard does that? All of the fans are just going apeshit about Sable. They're not even watching the match. Look at them. They're all taking pictures of Sable. It's crazy that Sable came back after how she left. I remember thinking that was pretty wild. And being involved pretty heavily with Vince McMahon and storyline and stuff was just crazy. I mean, she appeared on Nitro that time. Like, it was an ugly breakup. And I remember being surprised when they brought her back in. Yeah, sorry. This is the SummerSlam poster. I usually, provided I can find a decent one, will put the pay-per-view poster here on the overlay, and tonight is a naked Sable. I was setting up the stream, and Elizabeth walked in, and I could tell she was looking at the screen like, is there a naked chick on here? I'm like, yeah, there is. That's Sable. I think one of my favorite posters, I got in a small, around 2005, I was starting to buy a lot of like random collectibles and stuff on eBay, and for a brief short time, I got into collecting and buying pay-per-view posters. And I really liked Great American Bash 2004. It was Tori Wilson in like the Uncle Sam outfit. It was just a good-looking poster, like way cooler than this Sable one, and I liked it. I bought it, framed it. I don't have any of those anymore. I got rid of them, but I had a really long hallway in one of my apartments, and I put pay-per-view posters framed all the way down. It looked pretty cool. But then I was like, okay, I think I'm going to stop doing this. I'll run out of wall space. My favorite pay-per-view poster I ever had, I got SummerSlam 97, Heart and Soul. It was at my video store. They had it there, and I asked for it, asked if I could have it, and they gave it to me. And I had that framed in my apartment for a long time. Oh. A-Train and Undertaker. I cannot believe this is still going on. There it is. I found it. It was the Heart and Soul. This would have been in 1997. I've got CDs up here. My old TV, all that stuff. That bottle of wine there is about a $600 bottle of wine, actually. And yeah, that was my Heart and Soul poster. I had it in my apartment frame before I even had a big screen TV. That's old school right there. I figured I could show you that while we're watching A-Train and Undertaker battle, since this isn't the most exciting match we've never seen. Oh, what if Naked Midian was on the poster? That would be great. Juliet, I can't tell. Did you give away 1 or 2 memberships? Either way, thank you for hooking everyone up. Yeah, Gilbert, that's Jim Morrison. Every kid who was 20 years old back then had a Jim Morrison poster on their wall. I was no different. Naked Viscera. Yeah, it's even better than Naked Midian. Naked Midian and Viscera together as a naked tag team. I feel like a tag team like that, though, it would almost be too sexy. You know what I mean? Like, if fans got an eye full of Naked Midian and Naked Viscera at the same time, they'd probably pass out just out of pure arousal. You know? I mean, I know I would. I never really liked Brian Hebner, to be honest. I just never was a fan. Oh. Naked Mae Young and Naked Moolah. Well, Naked Mae Young, hell yeah. Naked Moolah, no. Ray, I'm glad you're getting ill. Taker with them suit bones, his bandana's falling off. Undertaker's bandana has transitioned into how it would look if you were like cleaning your house. He's giving his house a good spring cleaning. Ooh, leg drop on the apron. I really don't like that A-Train has all of that body hair manscaped. Like, he's got it shaved on the sides. Just shave it all. You know, 40-year-old virgin, just go to that place. Ah, Kelly Clarkson. Oh, there goes Brian Hebner. All 86 pounds of him. Hebner taking too long to get over there. No, Taker kicks out. Come on, Lord Tenzai. Oh my. Ooh, a little pump kick. Or bicycle kick. Yeah, ref's going to be down for a while. He's going to get a chair. I cannot believe this issue is still going on between these two guys. Oh, boot to the face. Come on, Hebner out of position again. Does A-Train make the final 4 of bald wrestlers of all time? Hell no. He doesn't make the final 20. Please be over. Undertaker wins as if there was any surprise. Well, 1 year from now, you're going to be dead man again. Oh, he's up already? He's not going to last right. Look at Sable. She's here. Oh, look at there. He's like, girl, I got hurt ribs. Sable caressing Undertaker. That's something else. Oh! Chokeslam Sable. Why not? I really do like Sable's outfit. Oh, is he going to hold her for Stephanie? To get her some Sable. Here comes Stephanie. Where to, Stephanie? Oh, there you go. I like how Taker held her the whole time. All right, we got a cat fight. Shh. Careful. Stephanie and Sable feud. That's great. This song sucks. Ben and Barry, y'all got terrible taste. This is gonna be your judgment day. Ugh. Ugh. Undertaker, get a new song. You wonder if Brock Lesnar shared Sable behind the scenes? Probably not. Would you go to Brock Lesnar and be like, hey, do you mind if you share your girlfriend with me? Let me think, how old was I in 2000? Me and Stephanie are the same age. I was 26. I was about to be 26. So that's a 26-year-old Stephanie right there. Who are these people? Leah and Gary? Don't ask Gary. What does Gary know? Goldberg? Okay, y'all are both wrong. See, never ask Gary anything. If your name's Gary, you don't know shit. Mike Witt, what if Taker came out to Girls in Cars? You mean like aside from me getting an erection? I mean, probably a pretty good pop, too. You know, be my guess. All right, Shane McMahon and Eric Bischoff, Mr. Karate Man, against, I don't know what you'd classify Shane as. Well, I'm guessing Kane must have an appearance in this match or something, right? Because I know it's Shane and Kane at Survivor Series. We watched that together, and I've reviewed it. Since you can't face Kane. I hate the name No Holds Barred. How many holds are barred? One. Chokehold. Don't do that. Every other hold's cool, though. So it should just be called Don't Choke Match. Or You're Allowed to Choke Match. You can choke if you want match. Feel like choking? Go for it. Match. Is this the nuts? Is this the car battery? Please tell me no. Eric Bischoff won. When does the car battery shit? Oh, that's later. That's not car. We're not nuts to car battery yet. That's probably during the Survivor Series build. I'm gonna sue your ass, you bastard. Don't sue him. You didn't read the fine print. Oh, Bischoff's got to face Kane. Bischoff's like, just pin me. He puts him down. Eric Bischoff beats Kane. That's in the record books? Okay. That's how it happened. The winner of Bischoff and Kane faces Shane. And since Bischoff won... Oh, this is horrible. Why did they do this? Dude, don't you dare. Look at this. This is so insane. Ooh, she likes it. Like, imagine in the mid-90s when Vince McMahon wanted to murder Eric Bischoff. This is the same man that's going to be kissing your daughter and wife in a couple of years. Fucking crazy. Bischoff got his black belt at Target. His little Cobra Kai, little gi. My dad told me as a kid he got an fender bender with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now as an adult, I think he's got an fender bender with some random bald guy. That's possible. Might have been me. Oh my God. What if Eric Bischoff and Linda McMahon had a baby? It'd be a little Bischoff McMahon baby. That would be crazy.
What the hell are you running all over the country eating hamburger when you've got a hot, juicy, delicious filet mignon at home?
Bischoff, to be honest, filet mignons are not that juicy. Filet mignons have got no fat on them at all. They're very lean. You want a juicy steak? You want a ribeye. You want a New York strip. Get your steak straight, Bischoff. Actually, hamburger meat would be juicier than a filet. Greasier, anyway. Here comes the money. I'm not even listening to Bischoff. I'm glad the money is here. Shane, well, I guess he was SummerSlam and Survivor Series. God, the McMahons get so many pay-per-view matches, especially Shane. I wonder on average how many pay-per-views he averaged a year from 99 to whenever he left. Probably 3 at least. Come here. Go, Shane. I mean, this would have been a wild match 5 years earlier. Shane McMahon, or maybe 4, whenever Shane got to TV, which is around 98, but I started getting in the ring around 99. So if this match happened in 99, it would be really interesting. Yeah, Bischoff's taking off. He's leaving. Hmm. Oh. In bed with your mother? Yeah, Shane punches the same way Elaine Bennis dances. It's like the same. It just doesn't look right. Yeah, so far it's all Shane. He's manhandling Bischoff, tossing him into the barricade. Little Nate on the call for this one, which is interesting. Or is a ref not on the call. And why is Coachman out there? Coachman's just chilling. Oh, Bischoff. Oh, who's that? Is that Coach? Yeah, it's Coach. You shithead. He was sitting out there. Fucking Coach. I feel like Austin's going to come out here and have something to do with this. Okay, falls count anywhere and no DQ. Come on, Shane, reverse him. Nope. Ugh. Shane kicks out. So it's falls count anywhere, no disqualification, and it's also do commentary in your own match. I'm surprised they didn't make it a handicap match. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Victor, so far, so good. SummerSlam 2003. It's been all right so far. I remember very little about it. I could have done without that A-Train and Undertaker match, but at least we got some of Sable and Stephanie at the end. It's not all bad. But why would the truck listen to you? Like, why would the truck do it? the camera focusing on JR and Lawler was so good. Oh, this is awful. I mean, where's Austin? Don't you have you drive out here in a little four-wheeler? Hit some stunners on some people? Measuring Shane. Ooh. Why would you stomp a government mule? What did mule do to you? Why would you whip a government mule? What'd the mule do to get whipped? It's when people are like, I'm going to beat you like a dog. I'm like, why are we beating dogs? What do you mean beat me like a dog? Are you implying that you beat dogs? Because I have a problem with that. Oh, there we go. Come on, Shane. Take this fucker out. Nice elbow. DDT. Can we turn Lawler and Ross's mic back on? Or at least Ross, you can leave Lawler's off. Oh, low blow. Come on, Austin. Help out Shane. There we go. I literally said, come on, Austin. Help out Shane. Glass shatters. I feel like Kane might make an appearance too. Look, I mean, Austin's ready to work. He is totally physically capable of having a match. And I think that's what was hard for me to wrap my head around back in these days, is I think I kind of still believed he was going to come back because I'm like, shit, he's in the ring. Look at him. He's stunning people. He had a full-blown brawl with Brock Lesnar a few months later, right, on SmackDown? I'm like, why is he not in the ring? I just didn't get it. Coach, it makes no sense that you're showing no fear here. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why is Coach getting in his face? It's because he's got that, you can't provoke him. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be bad. Oh, yeah, that's going to be bad for you, Coach. Yep. Can't touch him unless you're provoked. And then Shane nails Coach and he flies into Austin. Now you done been provoked. Is it bad that I wish he was really stomping him? Oh, there we go. Yeah, just kick the shit out of you. Fuck you, Coach. I want to get in on that, too. It's like the scene in Office Space where they take the printer out to the field and they smash it with a bat. Jonathan Coachman is the Office Space printer. Okay, can we throw his ass out of the ring, please? Shane McMahon and Stone Cold. What a history they've had. They've had plenty of pay-per-view run-ins as well. Sometimes as opponents, sometimes Shane's the ref, sometimes they're on the same side. I'm pretty sure that's Austin's Pillman necklace that he's wearing there. Huh. Oh, that's actually pretty funny. I can't believe Eric Bischoff just slapped Stone Cold. Was he crazy? Oh, yeah. That's actually quite brilliant. I like that. Well, that's ball game. Oh, lifted him up. No, it's not. I hope Kane doesn't come out and cause some problems here. Oh, you got to do the... Yeah, you got to do the thing. You got to do the thing. Was he doing the thing yet? Oh, he was. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. What about the other thing? He does the top rope to table thing. Has he done Shane Terminators yet? When's the first time he busted one of them out? Bischoff, I really hope this hurts. The elbow drop. Here it comes. Coach Finn sandbagging loser. I'm giving him... Oh, Shane's so agile. I'm giving him a break. He's not a wrestler. Oh, that was actually really, really pretty looking. Yes! And Shane wins just like that. Oh, yeah, he did both things at WrestleMania 17, so he's been doing that. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's been doing that for a long time. See, it's been a long time, guys. My memory. You're getting to see it deteriorate in real time over the years here on the channel. Remember when Greg remembered everything? Now he's out here in 2003 asking if Shane was jumping off ropes yet. I'm like, yeah, of course. God, the fact that he can get up after that. You have to have so many different parts of your body that is just in raging pain. Mama Linda. That's from Mama Linda. Phoenix, I'm assuming that's where the Phoenix Suns play, right? Or they did. I don't know if that building is still there. I love when Shane lifted Bischoff's arm up and slapped Austin with it. That was great. That was great. I mean, that's got to be so fun in the back working out the match. Be like, all right, here's and then I'm gonna take your hand and I'm gonna slap Austin with it. I'd love to be in the room when they're like coming up with that spot. Like you know it's gonna work. Uh-oh. I love that Austin like just did not hesitate, just immediately blasted him in the face. Robinson's reaction was tremendous. My memory's kind of bad. In 2003, I think I went to about 5 shows. I was at a couple of Raws. I was at Judgment Day. I was at a SmackDown for sure. I was at the SmackDown where like Jimmy Snuka was on Piper's Pit or something. I was at that one. Yeah, probably about 5 shows in 03. There was some weird Monday Night Raw where it's either RVD or Jericho or Mark Henry. They traded Intercontinental titles real quick throughout the course of like a weekend or something. I was at that one too. Like October. This is in Ric Flair's eyeliner stage. Like he's wearing eyelash makeup. Look. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what he chooses to do. I just laughed that it was so fucking obvious.
What if, Randy, get that? The one thing to remember tonight. I walked in with this.
Oh, Randy's in the chamber, isn't he? Oh, okay.
Got it? Got it.
Randy's like, oh yeah, well in 1 year I'm going to win that title. From a guy that doesn't exist anymore.
I got it. What?
Flair, fuck off. I'm like, don't give me advice. Don't talk to me. I'll do what I want. Fatal 4-Way for the U.S. title. Yeah, we know what Fatal 4-Way is. Chimpy. I hated Tony Chimmel. It's never the champion, C-H-A-M-P. It's always the chimpion, C-H-I-M-P. Listen to his announcements. He is the championship. Hear him? United States Championship. It's not a championship, you dumb fuck. It's not a bunch of monkeys wrestling. And here's Benoit. Championship. Fuck you, Tony Chimmel. All right, so I don't know. I know Benoit's in this. Who else? Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be... See, now it doesn't matter who the other two are. It's already a strong enough... Two strong enough guys to where, all right, this will be fun. I mean, I can't recall in WWE how many times Tajiri and Benoit shared a ring. How many... I mean, is there singles matches that exist between these two? I feel like there's not. Rhino. Okay. Tajiri, Rhino, Benoit. I don't even know who the champion is. Let me see if I can think. 2003, before he comes out. 2003, who would the United States champion be? Fuck. Matt Hardy, no. Who's the champion? I guess I'm going to find out. I can't think of it. I'll just wait till he comes out. Oh, Eddie. Oh, my mother of God. I don't have any recollection of Eddie ever being U.S. champion. That's so funny. And we get the lowrider. Sweet. Oh, that's like the best surprise. Here I am thinking, like, who could it be? And it's like literally the best possible option. It looks like a rainbow trout. That's a fucking dope-ass looking car. Look at that thing. That white interior. You don't want to accidentally shoot Marvin in the face when you're driving that car. If he's in the back seat. It's going to take way more than the wolf to clean that mess up. Look at Eddie. Dude, don't worry, you're on to bigger and better things. Both you and Chris are. It's crazy that 1 year from this moment, they would both win and lose their world championships. Benoit and Eddie. How old are Dom and Liv here? I would say Dom is probably 5. I don't know how old Liv even is. Who in the chat has met Elizabeth? Barry, you have. So she wants to dress as Dominic when we go to WrestleMania. And she can do it. She's got his hair already. She's got bangs like that. And we can get a little mustache on her. And we can definitely duplicate the outfit. We'll expose her arms and get her some of the like Dom-looking tattoos. She's going to look awesome. I just hope that Dominic is still this current version of Dominic, like how he looks by the time we get to WrestleMania. He could change his look by then. But if he stays the way he looks now, that's what she's going to do. And she's going to get a lot of compliments. It was my idea. I'd like to take all of the credit for that. Eddie. Man. I mean, I do like the time. I mean, I've always liked Rhino. And I've always been a massive Tajiri fan. And of course, Benoit and Eddie don't really have duplicates. I like that this is Fatal 4-Way. The Spanish announce table is still blown to shit on the outside. I guess back in these days they weren't. If your table goes, you're done. They don't just fix it. No, Elizabeth's not really on social media at all. SmackDown in these days was solid, wasn't it, man? Edge would have been on the shelf around this time, right? You've been with that neck injury. About to come back the next year. Yeah, cow vest. We're going to be getting a cow vest. It's going to look great. I can't wait. I like that San Diego cowboy hat Dom's been sporting lately. He actually legitimately, I'm not even joking, might be my favorite wrestler. Like, I'm serious. Go tell Greg from 4 years ago that. Or 3 years ago, whenever Dominic started popping up. I remember struggling to kind of give a shit about him. But boy, has he changed my mind. I adore the kid. He's just the best. I hope I run into him in town here. I'll tell him so. My Frosty Brew is empty. I'm going to go get another one. As a Diamondback, can I hate the Padres? I mean, you can if you want, but the Padres are a hard team to hate. You know, they don't have like a bad reputation. They don't have 20,000 championships, you know, where fans just want to see them lose like the Yankees and stuff. They're a great team in a great city with a great ballpark. Teams probably love to come down here and play because it's fucking awesome. Petco is a very, very nice ballpark. My city's great. I love being here. This is an excellent place to live. It's expensive as all fuck, but it's really hard to be a negative person living where I live. And that's why I like it. Oh, God. That was basically a gore, but it was like a running gore. Look out. Oh, superplex. There's dudes in the way. Ah, Jesus. Oh, damn. Tajiri really stood out when he changed his gear because he was pretty bland before. I think he wore like a lot of blue and white. And I forget his first, Yoshihiro Tajiri, I think is his first name. Or his full name. And he was kind of real bland, you know. But once he changed into this stuff, he was a new man, you know, and then the mist and all that. God, I love Tajiri. He was so fun. Oh, sorry, Fallen Footwear. Are you? Did you want to say hi to RVD? Well, you know what? I think I can make that happen for you. I think this is Fallen Footwear. He just wants to. He missed RVD, wants to say hi, so I'm going to let him say hi to him for just a second. Nothing at all is going on the other side here on the camera. It's just me watching wrestling and minding my own business. Literally nothing else at all is happening. Nothing whatsoever. Just normal stuff over here. YouTube safe, family-friendly stuff, content. I forget this reference. Oh, this is Mike Sparks. I think that's Sparks. Yeah, Padres lost today. Lost by 1, but they've been on a roll, man. They've been coming through and winning games late lately. Oh. Oh, yeah, Cloverleaf. It's a lasso from El Paso. It's the El Paso Cloverleaf. I forgot about the lasso from El Paso. Oh, what happens here? Hey, Ese, I got the submission. This is hilarious. They should hold hands. Yeah, who does the ref check? Neither guy's tapping out. This is hilarious, actually. Come on, Sparks. Oh. Look out. They're about to say who's coming, Rhino or Tajiri, or both. Let's just... Benoit's like, yeah, just stomp me in the head. That's fine. It totally won't make me do anything crazier in a few years. Nice spiny by Rhino. It's a little uglier than Arn. That was closer to an Ahmed Johnson spinebuster than an Arn Anderson spinebuster, but it still looked good. Oh, Benoit with a drop kick. Oh. My favorite thing about Benoit is that he would be someone at the time that I would be very proud to show a non-wrestling fan a match of, you know? Like if a non-wrestling fan, you know, kind of looks down on pro wrestling, you show him a Benoit match, at least Benoit lays his shit in, you know? I mean, he's super intense. My God, look at that German float over. Holy shit. I feel like that was a pin. Tajiri should have won. That was great. That was a German, and maybe like a more of like a Northern Lights. And then he floated over to in a pinning combination. I'm like, kind of never seen that before. No, I guess it was more of a German, but the way he kind of floated over was cool. Here comes Tarantula. I loved the Tarantula, but one of my problems with WWE is the need to use every signature move in every match. Every match, you're going to get the execution and the spear and the other shit. Every Charlotte match is the natural selection, the bullshit. Every Ray match has to have the 619, you know, even though he rarely wins with it. And the Tarantula was such a cool move. I would bust it out once out of every 3 matches. Oh, Eddie goes down. I hope Eddie doesn't lose his title here. He's the one I'm rooting for. Oh, the trio woe, baby. Oh, Benoit's going to go to the top while Tajiri's hanging in the woe? Oh, my God. That's got to be hard to do. Headbutt. Oh, balls in the face. Oh, Tajiri makes the save. Benoit balls in the face. That's pretty much what Rhino had going on there. All right, my fucking neighbor is weed whacking. Hey, stop. Oh, Froggy. Please. Yes. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. I'm so glad Eddie won. That was a fun match. That's the best match so far that we've watched on this show. Everybody wants to fight us. That's my favorite line in the song. And the other one in Eddie's earlier theme, I loved it when he said, like, I'm not scared of you, my brother, because I'm Latin. I don't know why. That part of the song tickled me every time I heard it. Yes, put your wrist tape on, Sean. Michael Cole, he's got something on his, like a stamp on his hand, like he went to the club last night. He absolutely had to pay a cover. No one would let him in for free. No one. Here's Brock Lesnar killing a one-legged kid. This was so brutal. This was just a couple days ago. This brutal beatdown. The Zach Gowen shit was crazy to me too, but this particular beatdown was... I think of this one in the same kind of light as Big Show doing the thing to Ray on the stretcher, you know? Like, I think of that moment on SmackDown and this moment on SmackDown as being two particularly violent segments. It's two of the highlights of 2003 for me. Zach Gowen's one leg he's got broken in 2 places.
He humiliated the kid. He came out here, that hard he did, and tried to claim himself the victim.
Look how mad and fired up Michael Cole is. Chill out, Michael Cole, you prick. Zach the Novelty Act.
God, I hate winning my forfeit, but go ahead and do your thing, ref. Go ahead and make this happen. The winner of this match resulted in a
Forfeit.
version 1.
What version are we on now, by the way, with Matt?
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is SummerSlam. Kurt Angle defends the WWE title against
All right, Brock Lesnar. See, I don't think I was paying 100% attention around this time, and I got really kind of confused, like in my hit when I think back. Well, I guess they're going to tell us here in the video package, but Angle was heel going into Mania, but then kind of turned babyface after Mania, and then Brock goes heel, right? Does that happen here at SummerSlam, or does that happen at a different time? I guess we'll find out. When is the cage match? Isn't there a cage match between Brock and Angle? That might happen on SmackDown. When I remember the history between Brock and Kurt in the summer of '03, I'm a little confused about it.
Winning this title for a fourth time is without a doubt the definitive highlight of my career. There's one person I'd like to personally thank. You know, when I was laid up in the hospital, and I didn't know if I was going to wrestle again, there's someone that became a genuine friend
Hey, I think I was at this show
for me and my family, and my health,
that where Angle's talking about him.
for earning all my respect.
I think that was the one I was at.
Thank you.
I kind of remember that.
I know how much it meant to you to come back and win that WWE title. And Kurt, you know how much that WWE title means to me also. So I decided to come out here and challenge you, Kurt, for my WWE title.
Yeah, I forgot that Kurt won the belt back, which is wild. Vince. Oh, I hate looking at his face even more now. Oh, Brock Vince cage match with Kurt as the ref. See, yeah, that's my memory's a little foggy. And the reason for that is because I remember at the time being like, wait, now Brock is a heel again? Like, I remember just being like, they're going too quick here, you know? I thought Brock had some legs as a babyface. I would have liked to see that continue. And I think part of that was just kind of like disappointing to me. Because I'm like, why are they doing that? Like, they had Brock, there was nothing need. Brock didn't really need to be changed at that time. I thought he was just fucking crushing it, but oh, Lesnar goes down. Oh, okay. And this is where he turns heel. And this was weird to me. I'm like, I'm all for it. Like, Brock is a great heel. Like, he can be heel. I didn't have a problem with that. It just felt like he was only a babyface for several months after turning around like '02 or whatever it was, or Survivor Series in '02. I would have made him way more dominant after his WrestleMania win. I would not have had him drop the belt back to Kurt at Vengeance. I wouldn't have had him drop the belt at all until WrestleMania 20. I mean, imagine that. If you could rewrite history, how I would write it is I would have Brock win the title at WrestleMania 19, keep the title until WrestleMania 20, where he dropped it to Eddie. And you can still do the same Benoit and Eddie hug. You know, Benoit wins in the triple threat and Eddie beats Brock. And imagine that. Oh, my God. Eddie ending a year-long run by Brock. And Brock can still go to the NFL and UFC and leave for 10 years. I mean, 1 year ago, he's beaten The Rock. And now he's heel again. And I don't remember if Brock wins, but I think he does. But I don't really know. Barry, I don't care about the Goldberg match. That was a natural kind of dream match, Goldberg and Brock, but Goldberg can just work with somebody else. He can work with Austin, and Austin never retires. Let's keep the universe, same universe, but then also at WrestleMania 19, the same night Brock wins the title, Austin loses to The Rock, but he does not retire. And he continues to wrestle. Goldberg shows up. They set him on a collision course for WrestleMania 20. Think of that card. Eddie versus Brock. Same main event that we had at 20. And now you do Goldberg and Austin at the 20th WrestleMania. I'd also bring Hulk Hogan in for WrestleMania 20 if I could. And use his dumbass for something. Feels like he should have been there. I'd bring Hogan and Sheik and Piper and Orndorff. And I'd do a segment in the ring with him. To open WrestleMania 20. It's the first thing you saw is those four men. And Mr. T. And Angle had gotten, I mean, he went and had that neck surgery and still got back in time to win the title and be back full force by SummerSlam. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, Reese Jones, that's right. Lesnar wins the title back in an Iron Man match on SmackDown, and I was supposed to be at that show. That was in Raleigh, and for some reason, I just didn't go. My friend did. He got to see it. I did not get to see it. And normally, like, I went to a bunch of shows that year, so if there's a show in the area, I think it was just understood that we would go, but I think I just couldn't go for whatever reason. I might have been busy with work. I don't remember, but I decided or elected to not go and missed a fucking great match. I wish I would have been there for that one. It's a regret. It's a regret. Lesnar and Angle. Third pay-per-view match between these two, right? And then we're going to get that Iron Man match. Yeah, this Vince and Brock visual definitely does not age well. As the two would become very close. So close that they shared things with each other. Victor, yeah, we could do a watch-along for that Iron Man match. We could. Iron Man matches are hard. That's part of the reason why we haven't done, at least I don't think we have, Judgment Day 2000. Is because I kind of like when we can get new, fresh matches. It makes watch-alongs more fun than just watching the same long-ass match. So usually when I try to do a watch-along, I'm looking for cards that are bigger, that have a lot of matches on them, a lot of shit to talk about, that type of thing. Usually helps the flow of watch-alongs better than just watching the same match for an hour. Although Brock and Lesnar, I think, was 30 minutes, right? If I can ever get to doing the channel full time, we'll dedicate a day a week to a classic Raw or SmackDown episode. We'll let the members pick, but we need like 3 times more subs and members than we have. We get to that point, we can do it. So go tell everybody you know. Even your grandma who thinks pro wrestling is for devil worshippers, send her my way. Tell her to subscribe. Look at Brock. Oh, Angle. Wow, nice recovery on that. Series of arm drags there. Angle stumbled on the second one. But peak Angle, you know, was very capable. Jesus, Grizzly Bear Lesnar tearing stairs apart here. Like how quick and sharp, you know, Angle could be in his physical prime. Benoit was like that too. There's something different about those dudes. Yeah, Lesnar, is temper tantrum a strategy you think will like work here, or? Because it ain't gonna get you elected president either. I'll tell you that. Ugh. I mean, all Lesnar did was throw the stairs around and grab the belt and be like, "Ah, I won. I won in a landslide." Get that belt out of there before a fan grabs it. How's Angle's record? Let's see. 2000. I was there for that one. He was in the main event, lost. Worked Austin, 01. Did not win the title. Worked Ray, 2002. Brock here. What year? Was the following year Eugene? When did he work with Eugene? Or no, he didn't work with Eugene, did he? I forgot who worked with Eugene. I have no earthly idea who Angle worked with in 04. Or 05. Those were his last 2. He was gone by 06, right? Kurt Verzetti was 04. Okay, we watched that one. I think last year we watched 2004. Oh. Yeah, WWE, I mean, look at a lot of those SummerSlam cards. I mean, many of them are WrestleMania rematches. You'll see them in there all over the place. That guy's loving it. 05 was Eugene. Okay, 04 Eddie, 05 Eugene. All right, so I was close. Oh, we watched a lot of shows. I'm going to forget this entire show, Barry, by tomorrow morning. We've now done enough watch-alongs now where I'm searching my list when I'm thinking of one. I can usually remember. I've saved all of my stuff, so a lot of times I'll see an old thumbnail or something and I'll know we've done it. But I do find myself searching now. I'm like, well, I got to make sure we actually haven't watched this one yet. And we're running out of SummerSlams. We're getting a lot of these done every year. We'll probably do another one next week. Maybe one more before the year's over, and then we'll move on. I don't think we want to do any Road Wilds. Oh, that was close. My neighbor. I don't know what he's doing out there, but it's disruptive. Come on, referee. Imagine if Lesnar would have been completely just diehard dedicated to wrestling and loved it and never left. Imagine the career if he didn't have that gap from 04 to 2012. Gilbert, how about Slammiversary? As long as it's available on YouTube. Peacock makes things really easy. The only other platform I think that we could probably all watch and it would be available to everybody would be a YouTube. So if it's available there, we could maybe do that. But also, I hated TNA. I never watched them, never found anything they did good. I know they had good stuff, had some great moments, had a hell of a roster, and had some very, very good matches throughout their run and stuff. Just overall, the product, the vibe of the product wasn't for me. I'm on the Monday Night Wars and Attitude Era hangover. I was going to a lot of those shows live. I lived it and breathed it. It was in my veins. And TNA just wasn't going to appeal to a fan like me for the most part. I could appreciate the wrestlers. I could appreciate the matches. I could appreciate a great pay-per-view when they pulled one out. But largely, I never looked at them as the future of wrestling in any way. I just looked at them as a company that was there. And they did offer, somewhat of a vibe of competition because you had big names going over there, but they weren't on cable and, for a while anyway. They didn't have the reach and distribution as, like AEW does, or the money and backing behind them. So it was as close as we had to competition at the time. Yeah, I think if I was a different wrestling fan, if I was a kid, from that perspective, there's probably lots to like about it. But I was 20 years plus deep in watching wrestling by that point. So I had seen a lot of great stuff. And TNA was just hard for me. But I think one of my top 10 favorite wrestling moments of all time is a TNA moment. It's when Elix Skipper walked the cage and Frankensteiner the dude off of there. That was unbelievable. So it's not like they couldn't do great shit. They could. It's just overall. That was basically a muscle buster there, kind of. Like he was nothing. I don't recall if we get a Vince influence here. I feel like we probably do. Yeah, SummerSlam 2007. We might have to do that next week. I don't remember much about that show other than Triple H, Booker T, right? No, just probably 2000s. I don't even know who the champion would have been. Okay, it would have been Cena. He probably faced Randy Orton or something. I don't know. I have no idea what goes on at SummerSlam 2007. Maybe it's Undertaker and Batista again, maybe, because they wrestled at Mania. I don't know what Shawn does. Oh, it is Cena Orton. Ha, I knew it. We're just, that would be a couple of months after the Benoit tragedies, too. Not even 2 months. All that's still pretty fresh. But if we want to do one in the 2000s, that's the only one left. That or 08. Yeah, Angle's really trying to recover. Yeah, attack that arm. There you go. Oh, that is great. That drop kick to the leg. Damn, that's scary. He's lucky he didn't really hurt his leg there. Yeah, ECW could be a fun one to do. Got to think of one. We've done a few ECWs. You know, maybe we'll take a look at some of those just for fun. I didn't really want to do one, but we could look at some of the WCW Road Wild cards and just maybe do one for fun. I hated those pay-per-views, though. Such a weird crowd. It was so unconventional. I just felt like it didn't work to me, but they kept going back there. Because I think it was, at first it was Hog Wild, right? Then they couldn't use the name, and they changed it to Road Wild. God. The fact that Angle is getting suplexed like this after that neck procedure. Oh, we got, nope. Angle slam blocked. Spine buster. UFC watch along, no way. ECW had an interesting pay-per-view in 2006. Sold. We'll watch whatever that is. Sounds like a good one. Yeah, all sports are scripted. Maybe we'll just bite the bullet and do a Road Wild. Somebody suggested it to me on Twitter as well. Oh, what a counter to the F5. And I was like, hell no, we're not doing a Road Wild, but maybe we should. Yeah, he turned the F5 into a tornado DDT. Uh-oh. Straps are down, baby. Nice. Big kick out there by Brock. It didn't feel like the finish, but that's still an Angle slam. Oh, straps back on. Oh, yeah, I loved when he would put him back on just to take him back off. Break his damn ankle. Come on, Brock. He's so big. The way he can just crawl. Oh, there's our ref bump. Don't drop straight down into like a dead eye. Okay, so that's a submission that's on Brock. I'm like, what am I looking at? Okay. Brock is fading. There you go. Now into an ankle lock. Maybe he can't crawl to the ropes. Oh, no referee. Yeah, no referee. Might as well just break the ankle off. Break off his foot and beat him with it. Road Wild 99 has a Savage and Dennis Rodman singles match that goes for 12 minutes. That's rough. I feel like 99 would be way too late. I'd want to do 96, 97, or 98. Wasn't there one with Jay Leno? Should we watch the Jay Leno one? Oh, God. Brock is tapping. Who's here? Vince. Oh. I like how Vince was dressing around this time. Like, he was just back there, gorilla dressed like that. That's awesome. F5, just as... Wow, on one leg. One leg at F5, wow. Angle came down on his head just as the ref comes to. That's not going to be all it takes, is it? Just one chair shot from Vince and an F5? Oh, Angle kicks out last minute. What the fuck? Uh-oh, Vince. Give it to him again. Hit him with another one. How does Angle get out of this? Does he catch him with a quick pin? Here comes another one. There he is. Oh, and he's going to put him in the... Oh, wow. I mean, the only way you're going to tap him out is if you grapevine him because he can just crawl. He's already on his hands. No, he made it to the ropes right away. Nope. Don't you have to break if he touches the ropes? Even if you pull him off, don't you still have to break? Look at Vince. Come on, Angle, drop down. Ouch, Jesus. Oh, he's tapping. Crazy. See, that's part of the problem that I had, I think, with this, is I didn't want to see Brock as like a tapping out bitch heel yet. He still had mileage to me as a babyface. I liked him as a babyface. But he was already back to being a heel again, and now he's losing matches clean to Angle after being booked like a monster. I would have just had him win at WrestleMania 19 and fucking plow through everybody for a year. And then drop it to Eddie at WrestleMania 20. Oh! Oh my God, Vince. I feel like Vince just fell down there. Oh my God, he's all over the place, Vince. Oh. Wow. Vince took an angle slam on the chair on his birthday? That's crazy. Oh, really? Angle? Well, Brock wanted to tap out? Well, yeah, I mean, if Brock is the heel in that situation, he probably did. I just didn't want him to turn heel to begin with. I kind of wanted to see him roll as a babyface for a while. Crazy that this was 21 years ago. If I take an ID at the restaurant, it's crazy that I'm looking for 03. Like, that's just nuts to me. Damn, right on the chair. Goldberg, don't punch and kick me. Goldberg's pumped. Ha! He just ran over something with his lawnmower now. That's what you get. Who are these guys? Oh, yeah, the Diamondbacks. Carlos Baerga, yeah. And him, I forget his name. The white guy they're on right here. Ah, I forget his name. Is it Council? No, it's not Council. Who are you? Jamie Coper. Look at that babe. So they were doing diva searches already in 03? All right. Oh, yeah. I was wondering who Kane was wrestling. RVD. That's right. The unmasking. Oh, I didn't like that either. When they unmasked Kane, I was just like, really? If anybody hasn't done a thumbs up smash, I'd appreciate it while we go through the Kane and RVD video package.
Don't you see that? It was my idea for you to take a mask. You don't need it. You do not need to hide behind that mask. You're laughing at me. You don't need it. You want to see what happens when people.
I mean, look there. He's even choke slamming Austin. I remember watching that when they burned JR. Oh, yeah, the shackles. I mean, this early stuff was pretty good because he was really terrifying. Oh, yeah, Linda. He tombstones Linda. And here comes Shane. Don't worry, boys. Survivor Series will be your time. Bischoff. JJ used to be scared as Unmasked Kane as a kid. Scared of Unmasked Kane. He's a scary looking dude. I remember hating the unmasking, but this initial version of him I thought they were doing pretty good with it. Oh, Tito. Wow, he was so far away from him. Oh, and he missed. God, dumping gas on him. That's so dark. Yeah, I think burning alive, that would be up there with being buried alive. Ways I wouldn't want to go. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and I have been just informed that this contest will be contested with
No holds barred again. So it's a just don't choke match. Or you're allowed to choke match, excuse me. It's crazy the evolution of Kane, too. Like, where he would be here compared to where he's wearing the Staples manager outfit, you know, on Raw. I'm like, God. They could really fuck up a character when they wanted to. I get you got to keep things fresh. I get you have to evolve. But sometimes it was going in the wrong direction. He looks suspiciously like Isaac Yankem. Only uglier. All right, I hope this one's fun. On paper, this is a really good match. You know what's better than one Rob Van Dam? Two Rob Van Dams. Back to one. Yeah, but Rob is one guy that never did evolve. It was always the airbrush singlet and hair always in a ponytail. I think we talked about that before, you know? Like, you've never seen Rob Van Dam's hair down in a match. It's come close a few times. You might be able to find a match out there where his ponytail came completely out. But for the most part, it always stays intact. You know, where other guys with long hair, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, they wrestle kind of both ways. It's not the only thing to do both ways. But with Rob, it was always in the ponytail, and his gear was always the same. Once he became RVD and ECW, he was maintaining the same look the whole time. Kane looked way less I mean, he was still huge and muscular, but he looked way less ripped than he did maybe 2002 or 1. He was a monster in 01.
You're going to have to try to, I don't know, try to keep your personal feelings in check here. I know what you think of Kane. I know what Rob Van Dam thinks of Kane. I know what Shane McMahon thinks of Kane. This guy, this monster, has done some horrible things.
Yeah, Unforgiven was after this, and I think we've watched Unforgiven 03, I think. Maybe not. I got to look at that. I thought we might have. I mean, poor Linda. She's getting sexually assaulted by Eric Bischoff and then tombstoned on a steel grating by Kane. Oh, that's right. The Kane and Matt Hardy stuff was next year. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was fun. I enjoyed that storyline, actually. Bizarrely. Ooh! That step over heel kick. It was kind of like a glancing blow across Kane's face. This hideous, smelly monster, Kane. He's hideous and smelly. Okay, not 03. We watched 02. All right. I think we watched 01 also. I know we've done Kennel from Hell. I think we might have watched all of most of the pay-per-views I've been to as well. Not sure there's any left. He's going to do a battering ram ladder to face, probably. Like if you're taking... Oh, there we go. Here we go. So if you're a wrestler taking forever to recover on the outside, aren't you wondering why you're not being attacked? RVD did lose his hair tie against Benoit in SummerSlam 02. We've watched that one together, so we've witnessed a long-haired Rob Van Dam together. That's good. Wouldn't be surprised if I brought that up in that episode. Holy shit, I've never seen him with his hair down before. Ooh, look at that little WrestleMania 20. They're already letting you know. The next one is a big one. Vince is going to have a big old party. I think everybody's just waiting for the party later, the Vince party. JR.
I'll never forget Kane in my face. That hot, stinking breath.
That hot, stinking breath. I love that he's not just big and dangerous, he's also stinky and smelly and has rank-ass breath. That's hilarious. Kane going to the top. Oh, missed. I'm surprised Kane still bothered to, like, just shave the front part of his head. I guess that's because supposedly he was burned in the fire, but we would find out later that the burns weren't really physical burns. They were emotional burns. Or that was how they tried to explain why he didn't have any burn scars all over his face like we thought he did. So what's the point of the hair then? If it's just figurative scarring, then why would you need to do that? Look out, RVD. Nice droppy. I knew that was going to happen. Drop toe hold is always what happens in a running with a staircase scenario. You're only doing two things with the staircase. You're either ramming it into their shoulder or you're getting drop toe hold onto it. Or you're throwing it over the top rope at somebody and they move and you miss. There you go. I was like, RVD, he even did a little mannerism that made me think he's going to do that twisting leg drop onto the barricade. And then right after that, he kicks Kane over the barricade now. And I feel like he's going to be in position for the twisting leg drop thing that he's probably going to hit on Kane right now. Yeah, he's going to go up and do it. Nope, not yet. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, there you go. There it comes. We knew we were getting that. That was not that high of a risk, JR. That was like medium risk. Huh. Nice spinning heel, Rob, into the ropes. Rolling Thunder. Use the chair. Rolling Thunder on the chair. Rolling Thunder is a great move. Imagine how good a Rolling Nitro would be. Oh, nice. Yeah, the right eye wears a contact. That's from the fire, too. His eye got all burned up. It's like they can't decide if the burns were physical or emotional. Does that affect your vision? If Kane wears the one contact, oh wow, to discolor his eye, does that make him see funny? Oh my God, did he miss? I couldn't even tell what happened there. Did Kane get out of the way? I mean, that chair came firing in like a bullet. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Tombstone on the steps. He probably missed. I feel like that could probably be it. Yeah. Tombstone on the steps ought to do it. Not sure how good it looked from the fans standing right in front of it. But from the backside, it looked all right. Man, nice, Chris. Appreciate the $5. Just saw the new Deadpool movie, or great movie. This SummerSlam brings back memories of the summer of 03. One of the best ever in your life. Man, I'm old. So summer of 03 was one of your best. My best was the summer of 07 when I turned 30. I just had a fucking blast that year. But 03 was also a good year. Oh, okay. I see the replay there now on the Van Terminator. Yeah, everybody's got that one summer, you know, where you just lived life. I had a couple of them, but I think 07 would rank up as my favorite. That's so cool. And that's funny you said that, because Elizabeth took her kids to see that movie last night. I didn't go. And she said they didn't really love it. They thought it was the weaker of the two movies, or the three. But I like Deadpool and I like Ryan Reynolds. Look how bloody he is. Oh, yeah, they got Terry in the... Oh, look at this. Look at Linda. Linda strolling in. Did he really get all that cut up and scraped up? Bitch slap him, Linda. Linda, she really is stone cold. She always has one expression. She's not emotional. Oh, you slapped him on the wrong side. Hit him on the other side. Psh. She never goes crazy. She never screams and yells. She's very cool and calm when she's dealing with her adversaries. That's the mark of a professional. Hunter, you're the best wrestler in the world, and if you need any of my eyeliner, you just let me know. It's all yours. I have more than enough to go around. Me eyeliner, Esu eyeliner.
The Elimination Chamber. You know, there's going to be one winner, but I got a feeling over the long haul, there may not be any survivors of the 6 brave men that are going to step inside this structure. Well, you saw and we all heard.
What's up, Harrison? Good to see you, man.
I don't know if that was actually a pep talk that Nate was giving to Triple H. It was pretty solid. It was very serious. I think Triple H is in a world of trouble tonight, JR. Mathematically speaking, Triple H has got to go into this matchup as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, the cards were stacked against Triple H here. So it's Nash, Shawn, Randy, Jericho, Goldberg, and Triple H. That's funny. And Nash has got the hair. I mean, look at that's a crazy cast when you really look at it. I mean, holy shit. I mean, half of the field here, I believe, is in the Hall of Fame. I think Jericho, Orton, and Triple H have yet to get in. Oh, wow. I didn't think about that this would be the last EC match for 2 years until New Year's Revolution 05.
This year, at SummerSlam, your main event will be
Oh, Austin makes it.
versus Goldberg, versus Chris Jericho, versus Kevin Nash, versus Randy Orton, and Shawn Michaels. Because the world title will be defended in an Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's kind of a shitty thing to do to Triple H. I mean, when you think about it, it would have been weird to see Triple H lose 2 titles in the Elimination Chamber, so I think he was like, I gotta win this one. We'll have Goldberg win it the next month. Yeah, 2 of these things inside of a year. That's crazy when you think about it. This is Triple H's 2nd Elimination Chamber title defense in 9 months? Why are we talking about it being unfair? Triple H winning being unfair. That's unfair. I'm glad he won. Fuck Goldberg. It's not fair to our great creative leader, Triple H. Oh my God, Tito is dreaming. He's sleeping with his eyes open and he's like dreaming. It's crazy. Twitching and making noises with his mouth. Crazy. Yeah, so this match, years ago, it's got to be 5+ now, because I was living in my old apartment, and I was kind of toying and kind of experimenting with watch-alongs and how we could do them and how we could set them up. And I did one, and we watched this match. So this will be an updated version of that old video. I think even the camera I had back then was like a 720p. It was shit. I was just starting to like get on camera and stuff. I was like, I don't want to be one of them wrestling channels where it looks like they're broadcasting from a fucking Sega CD. I'm like, can you get any more pixels on that screen? Jesus. At random. Totally random. I'm curious how over the top they go with the pod reveals. You know, nowadays they do the lighting, doom, 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 doom. You know, all the lights go off and there's fireworks and a parade and fucking national anthem. All happens before it's revealed, but I think it might have been simpler in these days. Maybe it's just like a bang, and then you open it and you don't need to turn the lights off. I don't remember. This is Randy Orton's pay-per-view debut? It is? No, it isn't. Maybe it is. It is? I guess it is, yeah. Because he just kind of got here, didn't he? Evolution really wasn't a thing at WrestleMania 19, was it? Okay, yeah, they're still kind of talking about him like he's a kid, and seems all very new. Okay, I was thinking that Randy had been around for a little while, but I guess not. This is summer of 03, so he wouldn't really get cooking until the following year. Oh, this was just so wild to me. Nash with the hair. I feel like that is old Diesel gear, not something new. I feel like he had that Big Daddy gear when he was Diesel. Big Daddy. It's so funny. Nash, I mean, we don't talk about Nash as an actor in the same way we talk about Batista and Cena, but he's done a bunch of movies. I never saw The Punisher, but I know that that's what this haircut is for. He was in those Magic Mike movies, or at least one of them. He's got a cameo in Grandma's Boy. He was Super Shredder, right? What else has he done? But you never hear about Nash being talked about, I guess because he's got weirder or smaller parts that it doesn't really showcase his acting chops. But he's done enough to where he should at least be in the conversation when talking about wrestlers who act. He was in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Well, I hope he won some awards for that. Yeah, this is going to be it for Nash, right? He's going to be done until he comes back. Oh, yeah, Longest Yard. That's right. I forgot about Longest Yard. A lot of wrestlers were in that. Were in that. I only saw it once. SummerSlam has not been good to him. It has not. Wow. He hasn't won since 98. That would be the ladder match against The Rock. But he lost in 97 too, right? To Mankind. Lost in 99. Lost in 2000. Wasn't at 2001. Lost, oh, that's right. So he's lost them all. He wins here finally. We talked about last week. We talked about Ludwig Borga in Die Hard 3. And there's, God, I wish I could remember some others. There's a couple of rando wrestler. Oh, I just watched it. I'm watching Shameless right now. We're on season 7, and John Morrison just popped up. Jonathan Television just showed right up there on Shameless. And I told Elizabeth, I'm like, that's John Morrison. She goes, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. That's definitely him. So we looked it up, and sure enough, it was him. Goldberg. I was just never a fan. He looks like $1 million, though. And when he came back in 2016, I could not believe. I still can't believe the shape that he keeps himself in. There's Triple H in his biker shorts. And I remember this was kind of interesting to me, too, as a fan, because Triple H and Goldberg had a little bit of a run-in, I think in like 1998. There was some sort of, might have been a video game convention or something, or some sort of convention where WWE and WCW both had like a table and people there and personalities there, and Goldberg and Triple H had some sort of thing. I think Goldberg tried to confront him, or they flipped each other off or something, so there was already a little bit of a thing with them. All right, so it looks like Jericho and Shawn will be our starters. That's appropriate. Yet another WrestleMania rematch. The only Canadian. Sorry, Canadians. You only got one in this one. Ludwig Borga was on WKRP in Cincinnati? He was? That was way before his wrestling years. Or at least his WWE years. That's nuts. I've never seen any Marines, and I never will. I will never watch a Marine movie. A WWE Marine. Not with Cena, not with Miz, not with Randy Orton, not with Buck Zumoff, not with anybody. Here comes Sean. Is this gimmick to be a ladies' man or the gayest guy ever? You be the judge. Could go either way on this. So yeah, really, everyone in this match has been in a movie? I guess that's true, huh? Yeah, was Triple H, does that count? Does the chaperone count? I'm not sure if we can count that. He did something else, though, too, right? Blade or something, right? Jericho. Jericho's, like, in a movie recently that was made, like, some indie film. Looked dumb as shit. Looked Lifetime movie quality. Might have been a Lifetime movie. I don't know what it was. Awful. All right, Sean and Jericho. Look at this thing. I was never a fan of the Elimination Chamber. I thought it was too over the top. I'm like, we are starting to erect spaceships in the arena to wrestle inside of, and I just think that I'm just waiting for this thing to blast off. And having to find people to build this damn thing. I don't understand the physics of large arenas and stuff. So, like, whenever I go to a show, it always blows my mind that these, especially something like the Chamber, which just looks big and clunky and heavy as all hell, can be lifted with those cables. I mean, whenever I'm at a show, I'm just like, please don't fall. You know, like, what if one of those cables breaks and the whole damn Hell in the Cell falls down on top of the fans? Like, what happens in a basketball game if that scoreboard falls and just squishes all the players? Oh, I like that he used a right and left hand to count that. Another thing that doesn't make any sense about the Elimination Chamber is the obscenely large door. I'm like, it's a chamber. The whole point of this is like keeping everybody inside, and yet you're swinging half a wall open 5 times in the match. We've had interference a million times in these things. I'm like, what's the point of building this gigantic structure if you have a gaping hole in it several times in the match? Make the door small with a lock. You know, I know technically the big one's supposed to be locked, but I thought the door was always like obnoxiously large. I'm like, we get the chamber is big. You don't have to have a big door to remind us how big the chamber is. We can fucking see it. Feels like to protect keeping everybody in the ring, you would want the smallest exit point possible to get everybody in and out of there. All right, we're going to get... What should happen is after you get eliminated, you have to go back into your pod, close the door, and then it sucks you down and shoots you back into the locker room. You know, like the bank used to have back in the day, the drive-up window at the bank? Yeah, cool. They didn't really... I mean, they dimmed the lights, but they didn't go through a whole minute and a half lighting sequence to reveal the next combatant. I like that a lot better. I didn't realize how fresh Randy Orton was, you know. Oh, Randy getting initiated here. Nice. Yeah, that's probably some of the first times fans were seeing Randy Orton do that move. That's cool. You saw the reaction from the crowd, and then JR was like, oh, that was a unique move. That's vintage Orton now. A patsy. Nice. Nice jumping insecurity there by Jericho. Jericho's got a lot of spunk. Good drop kick by Randy. So far, look at this. This is prime Jericho. We got a young Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels, who's always good no matter what he's doing. Nash. Caught Nash in the pod, staying loose over there. Oof. Now they pad that outside. They didn't for the first few years there, and that's just got to be the worst landing. I mean, that's like landing on the stage up at the top there. Yeah, I feel like this chamber bullshit is WWE's answer to War Games since you have people entering one at a time. It's just not teams. It's individual, but still multi-man. So it's basically WWE's answer to what War Games was. They wanted a concept similar to that. It's just, my God, this could be simplified. This thing doesn't need to be that big. The pods are okay, but ultimately pointless. I'd rather the pods be on the ceiling of the cell with trap doors. Here comes Nash with trap doors, and then you don't know who it's going to be, and then whoever it's going to be, the trap door opens and you fall into the ring. That's how you do it. Oof. Yeah, I feel like Nash should be targeting Jericho. I always remember hearing stories back in the day when Jericho came in that like Nash had shit-talked him to Triple H, and I'm not sure if the Clique really loved him in WCW, and now here Nash is working with him in WWE and losing to him. Jericho and Goldberg on pay-per-view in a title match, finally. Jericho's busted open. Nash and Shawn, just wild. Is this the first time they've been in a match to where they've been fighting each other or on opposing sides since 1996? That's crazy. Is that the first time since the curtain call for those two in terms of exchanging blows? I know they've been in the ring. Might even been a tag match or whatever where they've been on the same team, but in terms of facing each other, oh! Shawn super kicked him. Nash is the first one gone. All right, thanks, Nash. See you in like 8 years. That was nice. I like the double team move on Nash by Jericho and Shawn. Nash is out of the hunt. Oh. Damn, Tatanani. I barely even remember the new WKRP. I just remember the original. Triple H? It is Triple H. Oh. That was smart. I think Triple H remains in there for a while after taking that super kick. Oh, look at Nash. Before he leaves out of the extremely, obscenely, obnoxiously large door, he's going to powerbomb and beat up some fuckers. Damn, he's going to powerbomb Orton too? Don't powerbomb Shawn. He's your bro. He's your boy. Bye, Nash. I'm glad that he doesn't touch Shawn. Close that damn door. So everybody is down, and the only man left in a pod is Goldberg. Yeah, Goldberg never got a chance to get some revenge here on Nash for Starrcade. Oh, foot on the rope. Look at Shawn crawling to Jericho now. Smart. Might as well. Shawn nails him. Triple H hasn't left. Goldberg can't do nothing. I feel like Goldberg's going to come in and eliminate everybody, and then that's when something happens. What pay-per-view is the Randy Orton-Shawn match? Is it Armageddon 03? I think that's a pretty good one, right? I want to go to whatever town JR is talking about in Oklahoma on a Saturday night. See what happens there. Here comes Goldberg. Oh, he's out. He's going to kill everybody. Goldberg and Shawn is just a wild thought, too. They had a match on Raw, I believe. Jesus. Oh, my God. I like that better than the jackhammer. That was a press slam and then caught into a spine buster. I like that a lot. Ah, there's a thumbnail with the double clothesline. Oh, it was Unforgiven? It was the next one? Randy's gone. Wow. Maybe is it Sean Batista in Armageddon? Is that what I'm thinking of? Oh. I think Jericho and Goldberg had already had their little pay-per-view match, right? Earlier in the summer. And Jericho already whooped his ass in the backstage area. I know that. Oh, Sean stuck. Triple H is, I think he's locked himself back in the... Oh, no. Jericho's going to get speared through the... Oh, that almost didn't work or something, but it did. Good grief. I don't think they didn't break one in the first match, did they? Did they break a pod? Because now it feels like you got to break a pod in every one of these fucking things. Ooh, Sean should hit the elbow on Goldberg here. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet chin music is ass. Rodrigo, Brock Lesnar would fucking destroy Goldberg in a real fight. It'd take 2 seconds. Oh, spear to Sean. God, Sean sold it so great. Oh, it's so good. Pick him up. God, Sean gonna get jackhammered and pinned here. If Sean would have gone to WCW in '97, that could have been a sight on Nitro. He's voluntarily staying. Makes it sound like he's staying there out of the goodness of his heart. God, that was a spear to Jericho. Jesus. God. All right, this is going to be curtains for Jericho. Here's super rubber-legged. Jeez. And that just leaves you, Triple H. So Goldberg eliminates the competition. Triple H, what happens if I just stay in here? He's like, close it. Flair's not. I love that they blurred Ric Flair's middle fingers. Oh, no, they didn't blur that one. Kicked a hole right through it. Oh my God, that's awesome. Triple H is like, what do I do? Oh my God, he just beat his ass in the pod. Earl, why are you trying to pull him out of there? You can do whatever they want in this. That plexiglass, watch out. Cut yourself. Cut your groin. Or is JR trying to tell us that's glass? That is not real glass. Cry me a river, JR. Two miles of steel chain. But there's a lot of give in the chain, you know? Like, it moves a little bit. It's not just stiff. This is probably more forgiving than a Hell in a Cell, to be honest. I think a chain, like mesh fence, would be sharper and more likely to bust you open than a chain like this. It's painted and smooth. Yeah, Goldberg doesn't have a good track record when he tries to smash shit. This all worked out for him pretty well, although he's bleeding all over his legs. Looks like nothing happened to him breaking down or spearing Jericho through the plexiglass. But he had the thing in WCW where he cut his tendons and he knocked himself silly in Saudi Arabia. Oh, that was Flair just boom. He was hiding it. Yes! That made me so happy. I mean, I think, like, with all of you, everybody was expecting this to be Goldberg's moment. So that was pretty surprising. Triple H getting his hands on that sledgehammer. Hammer time. And this is something that I can definitely see upsetting the internet. But in a lot of ways here, what they're going to do here, a lot of this was telling you what I think would have been more alarming if Triple H just would have left the ring and that would have been the end of it. The fact that they had this post-match stuff with Goldberg, as a fan, told me that he is going to win the championship. Because you're not going to do something like this without Goldberg getting his ultimate revenge. So when I watched it, I was very happy and surprised that Triple H won. But in my mind, all I was thinking is, okay, WWE is just going to have Goldberg win it later, like at the next pay-per-view. Maybe in a one-on-one match against Triple H instead of a multi-man thing. And so in my mind, I had less complaints about it because it was pretty obvious that what they're doing to Goldberg here, beating the crap out of him, he's still going to win the championship. He's going to get a match now with Triple H out of this. And he'll probably win the title there, which he did. But people argue SummerSlam would have been better. Sure. Probably would have been. But also, you know, Goldberg was always viewed as a monster ass kicker, and seeing him treated like this, bloody, handcuffed, helpless, was a rare thing to see, you know? Some people think it ruined the aura of Goldberg, but I didn't care. I didn't really like Goldberg much to begin with. I didn't give a shit if his aura was ruined or not. Very bloody. Oh my God. They're going to put him away. I mean, part of me thinks that, you know, this would be something to wake Goldberg up and maybe he'd be a little more how he used to be, blinded by rage going after Triple H, and then he wins the title at the next pay-per-view. I think was an okay of an idea, but when fans get an opposite outcome of what they are expecting, it automatically becomes the wrong decision, you know? And even though it's going to be hard to find anybody that's going to agree with this decision, I will probably agree, much like the Booker T match at WrestleMania, that, okay, maybe this was a little much, but at least he did drop it to Bill one-on-one the following month, and this was simply a multi-man match where he used a foreign object to win. It's not like they buried Bill. So I'm always less freaked out than the rest of the fans. You know, so even though I can kind of get people's perspective who are upset, I wasn't losing my shit over it, you know? I was more like, wow, I can't believe they beat Goldberg like that. That's awesome. I didn't like the prick anyway. That was more my reaction. God, Goldberg is really bloody. There's a lot of blood in that match. Still the champion, Triple H. All right, we knocked out SummerSlam 2003. That makes me so happy we got to this one. So I'm going to give it some thought. I'm going to look at some road wild cards for next week. I'll take a look this week, post a link as soon as I decide on one. If I've got time, maybe I'll have the members decide in a poll if I can't decide myself, and we'll have ourselves a party up in here next week. We'll either do another SummerSlam or we'll do a road wild. I'll give it some thought. And like I said, I might actually put a poll up. Stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you are subscribed because I am not completely sure what we have going on tomorrow night. I'm probably going to be here for a Raw review, but I do have a dentist appointment. It's later in the afternoon. Not sure what's going to happen to me there yet. So I'm going to kind of play it by ear and look at the card, see what they advertise for tomorrow. So there is a small chance you might not see me tomorrow, but if you don't, I'll come up here Tuesday and we'll talk about something. So I'll make sure that I don't leave you too much high and dry. But in the meantime, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, that ending was shit, but we knew it was coming, and I agree that it was probably not one of Triple H's best known moments amongst the fans, much like his WrestleMania 19 match with Booker T. So yeah, Triple H was well on his way to his reign of terror, winning all the time, and he would get so much heat, and then that heat would transfer to Cena, then that heat would transfer to Roman, and I'm not sure where it landed, probably AEW and Tony Khan these days, but Triple H had a lot of it back 21 years ago now, so this was a blast. It's always fun watching these pay-per-views, guys. We're going to do another one week from tonight. That will be a hoot, and I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your Sunday, and I should most likely be catching you tomorrow night after Raw, but keep in mind, I may not be here. Have a good one.